He did not lose because he was weak. He did not fall because his blade was slow. In truth, his sword was faster than most men could even see. He trained his entire life to perfect a single moment, one flawless strike. And in that moment, he came closer than anyone to killing Miyamoto Musashi. So why is he remembered only as the man who lost? This is the story of Sasaki Kojiro, the swordsman history reduced to a footnote, but legend could never erase. Japan had finally begun to breathe again. After the chaos of the Sengoku Wars and the decisive Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, the land slowly shifted toward order. Castles still stood, swords were still worn, but the endless tide of war had begun to recede. In this fragile calm, a different kind of warrior emerged, not forged by desperation, not shaped by survival. His name was Sasaki Kojiro. Unlike many swordsmen of his time, Kojiro was not driven by rage or chaos. He was driven by precision. Tall, elegant, composed, he moved like a man untouched by panic. He did not rush. He did not waste motion. Every step, every breath, every draw of his blade was deliberate. People did not fear Kojiro because he was violent. They feared him because he was perfect. By the early 17th century, his reputation spread across Western Japan. A master swordsman, a teacher, the head of the Ganryu school. To many, Sasaki Kojiro represented something rare, a warrior who turned violence into art. Kojiro's blade was called monohoshizao, the drying pole. Longer than most swords, it demanded flawless distance control. In the hands of another man, it would have been a liability. In Kojiro's hands, it was poetry. His signature technique, Tsubame Gaeshi, the swallow cut, was said to mimic a bird in flight. A downward strike followed instantly by a reverse slash, executed in a single fluid motion. It was fast, too fast. Some said it could cut a bird in midair. Others claimed it struck before the mind could even react. Whether myth or truth, one thing was certain. No one wanted to stand on the receiving end of that blade. Kojiro trained obsessively, not to adapt, not to improvise, but to refine. He believed mastery meant eliminating error until nothing remained but perfection. And for years, it worked. Somewhere else in Japan, another swordsman was walking a very different road. Miyamoto Musashi. Where Kojiro sought refinement, Musashi sought chaos. Where Kojiro repeated form, Musashi studied nature. Where Kojiro trusted technique, Musashi trusted timing, terrain, and instinct. They were opposites. Kojiro believed the blade should never betray the hand. Musashi believed the hand should never depend on the blade. Neither man was wrong, but only one philosophy could survive when everything went wrong. And fate was already pulling them toward each other. By the year 1612, word spread of a duel unlike any other. Two masters, two paths, one outcome. The location was a small island off the coast of Kyushu, Fukushima. History would remember it as Ganryū-jima. The morning was calm. The sea barely moved. Mist hovered above the sand. Fishermen watched from their boats, sensing something irreversible was about to happen. Sasaki Kojiro arrived first. He stood tall, blade at his side, calm and ready. He had trained his entire life for moments like this. Musashi was nowhere to be seen. Minutes passed, then more. Kojiro grew irritated, not afraid, offended. When Musashi finally arrived, drifting in by boat, he carried no steel blade, only a wooden sword carved hastily from an oar. Kojiro snapped. Insulted, he threw away his scabbard. Musashi stepped onto the sand. The duel began. Kojiro moved first, unleashing the swallow cut, lightning fast.
I will defeat you here.
Flawless in execution. But Musashi stepped into the strike. In that instant, perfection met unpredictability. Musashi's wooden blade crashed down, striking Kojiro's skull before the second cut could complete. The duel was over. Seconds. No rematch. No redemption. Sasaki Kojiro fell onto the sand, his masterpiece unfinished. Musashi left the island alive. Kojiro did not. History crowned a victor, but legends are not always fair. Kojiro did everything right. He trained harder, he refined longer, he perfected a strike that nearly ended the greatest swordsman Japan would ever know. And yet, nearly is never remembered. There are no books written by Kojiro, no philosophy passed down in his own words, only whispers of what might have been. But perhaps his legacy isn't failure. Perhaps it's a warning that perfection without flexibility can shatter. That mastery isn't just about doing something flawlessly, but knowing when to abandon form entirely. Sasaki Kojiro was not weak. He was not slow. He was not careless. He was too perfect for a world that rewards adaptation. History remembers the winner, but legend remembers the one who came closest to ending him. And sometimes, that's enough to be immortal. If you enjoy stories of history and power, remember to like this video and subscribe so you won't miss the next great legend.